I wanted to do a quick video about how I build my Sparrow deck. Um, so let's go ahead and jump into it. I already have my deck built out just so I don't have to, you know, go through that process in here. I already have all my cards set. One thing I will preface before I start, as you see, I have 28 out of 40. That's because this is what I know I'm going to run. But if you wanted to add like some defensive cards like, the Green Weave or, Tomb Bear or anything, feel free to do that just so you have some options, just in case you do need to build a little more tanky than what this deck allows or whatever. So feel free to switch it up however you want to. There's room for you to tweak it and mess around, as you can see. So I just wanted to preface that. Anyway, let's get into it. So the first card I start out with is the Warlord. I do it for that 65 physical damage, 100% bonus damage. So I think this is really good. Sparrow's all about dealing that damage. So you want to go with the Warlord in my opinion. But, build it however you want. This is just suggestions. So I'll go with the Warlord. So second, I have my health potion, my scout ward, and my strike token. Now, the reason I don't have a mana token in here is because mana isn't really crucial for Sparrow. I mean, realistically, as long as you keep enough mana to do her ult when you need it, you're pretty much fine. So don't go spamming your raining arrows or whatever that move is called. I think it's called raining arrows. But don't go spamming your AoE because you'll drain a lot of mana. But so I don't use the mana potion. I opt for the strike token because along with her relentless, those two together make some pretty devastating damage early game. You got to keep a ward on Sparrow, in my opinion, because she has no escape. She hits really hard, but no escape. So if a Grux, if a Fang Mao, or especially if a Kalari gets on you, or Chimera gets on you, I mean, it's a wrap early game if you get caught out. So you want to keep a ward. Let's go down here. So speaking of wards, as you see, I have a Guardian's ward in my build. But let's go with the card that I start out with first. So the first card that I throw on is the Charging Brute. Now, you don't have to follow this. You can change this however you think is necessary. Usually I go with the Charging Brute, but some people might want to go with the Guardian's Ward to have that more vision. But I go with the Charging Brute first. The reason I go with the Charging Brute is because of the passive that it gives you. So basically, for each unit kill that you get, you gain plus 20 movement speed. Now, as I just said, Sparrow doesn't have an escape. So this plus 20 movement speed for every unit that you kill, a max of 280, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's very good. This will keep you from getting ganked. This will keep you from like, I've escaped so many of Fang Mao's ultimates, because I just get out of his range so quickly, backpedaling because of that extra movement speed. Grux, I've gotten out of his pull because I've just gotten out of the range. So I think that this is just a critical card. You have to have this, in my opinion. But not everybody likes the Charging Brute. I love it. I go with it first, and what I equipped in it is 3 strikes because I'm all about that physical damage. So Charging Brute, 3 strikes, and just to let you know, this deck does equal out to 60 points at the end. Now after that, I might go with the Guardian's Ward, or I'll go with a Wind Carver, depending on what I think the team needs at the time. But let's just take Guardian's Ward for now. I get that extra 100 health, can put those Shadow Wards down. Then I equip this with 3 strikes as well. And this card has 6.5 physical damage, 100 health. And then once you max it out, you get the 6.5 extra physical damage. So with those 2 cards right there, you should be hitting fairly good right now and have a decent amount of movement speed. So next, I'm definitely going with my Wind Carver blades. Now, it doesn't really matter when you throw up, but I'll just show you the different ones that I have. So I have this Wind Carver. It has 2 minor kinetics, 1 minor strike, and Wind Carver, 6.5 physical damage, 5.5 attack speed. Then when you fully upgrade, you get 6.5 physical damage, 5.5 attack speed. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't build Crit in this deck, Crit, since it got nerfed, seems to like lessen your DPS in a sense. I mean, I think it can still be viable depending on what tune you're on. But for Sparrow, for Murdoch, I don't think so. Even, I haven't really tried it with Twin Blast, but I don't think on Twin Blast either. I would definitely go with haste and attack power over crit. But if you've experienced something different, put it in the comments. Let me know, because that's just what I experienced. But by no means am I expert. Like, I haven't analyzed it. So, but just from what I see. Now, in this one, I got a major kinetic, 2 strikes, And then the last one, I have 2 major strikes, 1 major kinetic. Now with those, you'll be hitting pretty dang hard and you'll have a good attack speed going. So that's why I chose to go with the Wind Carvers. As you can see, this deck is pretty basic. I don't have any rare cards in there really, nothing too super fancy. It's very simple. So, and my last card here is called Silent Indignation, which I think is an awesome card. Now, this gives you 2.5 life steal, and when you activate it, you get 27.5 attack speed for 6 seconds. Now, like I said, I'm all about that attack speed, all about that physical damage. So this is an awesome card, and I also equipped it with 2 greater drains, and then a drain. So I think you come up with like 22.5 life steal at the end of it, which isn't bad. So 15, 20, yeah, so 22.5. So you have a decent life steal going. You can always build more life steal if you want, but I found that this is a pretty sweet spot for me. You know, some people build 40% life steal, whatever. It's up to you. But I found that that's a pretty sweet spot for me. So that's the deck that I like to run with her. Make sure that you, change it up how you like it, or you can run with what I have and let me know if it works for you. So let's take a look at her actual move set here. So her abilities. Now, the bow shot, you don't have to worry about leveling that up. It levels up every time you level, so you're Gucci there. Now, piercing shot. So while holding Sparrow's charges a powerful arrow, which deals up to 50 damage to all enemies in a line at a range of 2,500 units. So that's pretty good. It has a long range. So maximum damage will be done if the charge for at least 2 seconds. So keep that in mind. You want to hold that for 2 seconds so that you're doing the maximum damage, unless the person is like just out of range, or just about to get out of range, then you can go ahead and just pop it off. But if you can get it down for those 2 seconds, that's what you want. You want to get that extra damage in. Just don't snipe anybody's kill though. Like you see somebody's got somebody just about dead, don't come up and just snipe them, especially if the guy's going to get them, because people hate that. Hail of arrows, not rain of arrows, but same difference. So this is her AoE. She basically rains arrows down from the sky for 4 seconds. This is the move I said not to spam too much, because you're going to want to do it to clear waves, but it's up to your discretion. But you just make sure you keep enough mana to use your ult when you need to, because you don't want to be stuck without that ult is devastating. Relentless. Now this is the one for each successive hit, she deals more damage. So for this one, it's 3 additional physical damage. It stacks up to 10 times. So make sure your aim is on point. As long as your aim is on point and you're hitting your target, you will start doing massive amount of damage. Like nobody can mess with her damage if she's on point. If she's hitting her mark, in my opinion, not even Murdoch. If you're hitting your points, I think Sparrow out damages Murdoch. Really, if her haste is up and all that stuff and you're hitting your moves. Now if you're not hitting your moves, Murdoch's gonna get you, but if you're hitting them, I think she can deal with Murdoch, in my opinion. So and then your inner fire. So basically this is when your bow starts shooting 3 piercing arrows for 10 seconds. Side arrows deal 30% of the bow shot damage, increases with each level of ability. So this one's pretty good if you're trying to, hit multiple targets, or if your aim isn't great and you just want to make sure that you kill whatever enemy you're going after, because I've used that before. Like some games I'm just not hitting my target, I'll pop that inner fire and just make sure I kill whoever it is. Now, as always, make sure that you focus your inner fire whenever it's up. You go ahead and you upgrade that. The first thing that I usually upgrade is this Relentless. As long as you're hitting your targets, you're going to do a massive amount of damage. Makes it easier to last hit. The second thing I usually work on upgrading, then I'll do my Hella Arrows or my Piercing Shot. I think it's up to you. I usually go with Piercing Shot, especially if I think I can get some kills in, or if I'm ahead. I go with the Piercing Shot to help me finish people off. But it's really up to you in that case. Hella Arrows and Piercing Shot, all situational. But Relentless is definitely what I would prioritize. Upgrade Relentless whenever you can, unless inner fire is up. So that's all I have for you here, guys. I just want to do a quick video kind of going over Sparrow, how I build her. If this helped you at all, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, share it out if you think it'll help somebody else. This is Orseofkorse. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video. Orseofkorse out.